Hello everyone. I'm gonna try a different approach. This might be how I'll do it from now on when I want to vent my thoughts or just get these ideas out there. It's just instead I can focus more on the speaking and clear, concise projection of my ideas, and instead just have a replay. But I don't know if this is the right style of the replay I want to have. But anyways, here it goes. This is a 3v3. I gotta say, man, I mean, this game, I don't want to spoil it, but a lot of the games, some of these players don't know if they even have a functioning brain. Like, I get you play games because you like because you enjoy them, right? But it just seems like some people just don't get better. They just stay the same. And then they stay in your way. Alright. Is this gonna following? Anyways. I'm not even going to explain what's going on besides show you. But yeah. I don't know what the point is to do anything anymore. I mean, obviously, you need money for shelter and food. Okay, that's survival. After that, what's next? Everything that I do seems to go unnoticed, and even when I do, I don't want to say strike gold or hit oil or strike oil, however the expression goes. It doesn't last long. Painting, doing this YouTube thing. I actually have to be at work in a few hours, and I've barely slept. This is gonna be fun, but it should be a short shift. And yeah, back into another industry that I am quite frankly tired of. Because once you've been in one warehouse or shipping dock, you've been in them all. And someone's gonna say, well, if you have a family, you gotta work for your family, or otherwise, yeah, okay, but I don't have a family. And the women that I would even consider having a family, well, I've never found one. Let's be honest. I mean, my options weren't exactly strong in the beginning, and the ones that there was potential, the opportunities were fumbled. So I'm just worried I'm going to revert back to a much older. If you think I'm melancholic now, used to be way worse. Spend his paycheck on liquor and whores, like that Trailer Park song. Liquor and whores, liquor and whores. But you see what I mean? I get if you live that life and you truly find meaning in it, okay, fine. But I'm just at a loss for meaning. Every road is blanketed by fog. And anytime I take a rest or just want to sit down on the trail for a minute, I feel as if there's a wolf in the woods ready to pounce. Pounce? Yeah. I'm not very poetic. I wanted to be. I tried writing poetry when I was younger. Nothing sticks. And I've been throwing enough shit at the wall in my life waiting for something to stick, and it just slides down, creating a big fucking mess. So why paint if I'm not even making money on it? I mean, now it seems I'm trying to make it a job or a career. Maybe not a career, but something to give me, income. And it just feels like I can't produce anything that anyone would buy. And my YouTube thing, well, I have no audience. Even on Instagram. Shouting into the wind, making noise, and still barely get anywhere. Try to get a following, just something to give me more meaning, something to give me more encouragement, more attention, more energy. Attention is energy. Whether you like it or not, getting attention from anything is a form of energy transfer. And some people are overabundant in attention, beyond their wildest dreams. For many of us, I'm counting myself into the majority crowd, we're running on credit. And it's not sustainable. Truly feel lost in a dark forest, but I can't reveal my position because everyone I suspect is a threat, or someone to rob me, someone to try and hurt me, someone trying to steal from me. And as my birthday approaches, this feeling only gets worse. I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. I'm not the first to be ignored. There's this guy at my local bar. I don't go to anymore because I feel like the person running the place is kind of running it into the dirt, and it's attracted a not so savory crowd over the years. And there's one guy that would drink there, an older gentleman, and he had a YouTube channel with some philosophy videos. And I didn't particularly watch the videos yet because I can speak to him in person. But he's got an interesting outlook on life. He's got more of a Hindu influenced philosophy, but he's not these newer generations of people we think of as Hindus. He's much more of a classic type. Like he the Hindus today are almost atheists relatively to their older kin, kind of like how many in the West are atheists to their Christian ancestors. But he had some interesting outlooks on life. But his videos had almost no views. And this is an old man we're talking about. It's no one to listen to his story. And that's probably where I'm heading, even though I probably got less interesting things to say. So maybe I should be grateful for whatever I get, but I don't know. I guess when you're that age, you don't care anymore. But my age, I feel like time's running out. Smaller doors for, not smaller doors, but less doors for opportunity of legacy. No matter how much information I jam in, no matter what I do, nothing seems to stick. I'll keep doing the YouTube thing because it's easy. And I have quite a bit of paintings to finish. But it just seems like I should stop using that word. All my labors appear to be futile in the end. You pair that with potentially supernatural damnation. The odds are stacked against me. I don't know, maybe it's just I need to get off the phone. Stop trolling people and just focus 100% of my paintings and work and YouTube. Not so much because of the trolling. I mean, yeah, the trolling will affect me negatively, right? Because I'm arguing with people back and forth. But here's the thing. I've said it before. I call myself a troll because every time I speak the truth, people get mad. I just speak the truth and people get mad. So that's why I call myself a troll. I guess this is what a troll is. It speaks the truth and no one likes to hear it. Because everyone else apparently is living in La La Land and fantasy. And you get some of these people that, you know the types, they're on social media complaining and crying. And they have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers. They got money in the bank. They got notoriety. Why are you complaining? Like, some of us are starving here. Not actually starving, obviously. Well, yeah, maybe I'm sure a lot of people do go paycheck to paycheck. But yeah, I need to take a break from the phone. It just creates envy and encourages lust. But then, there's always that FOMO, that fear of missing out on something important. Not you're gonna miss out on a stupid video or stupid cat video, but just something important, because the world's so connected now that all the information's happening online, and if you're not tuned in every second, you a lot of it just goes right by you. Yeah. I just gotta focus on this job. That's my short-term goal. Hallucinations. God, I gotta learn to spell. But yeah, I just feel it doesn't matter what I post. But then I rarely get positively enforced for what I post. But if, let's say, I do something and someone doesn't like it, well, then they're gonna find something to pick apart. Like, sometimes I post cooking videos. No, I'm not the best cook, but there's some garbage out there, and people all have a laugh. I'll post something moderately decent and nothing. It's like either you're amazing or you're shit, and then people love it. If you're just somewhere in the middle, no one cares. And honestly, it's just how much more failure can someone take? Like, what is the upper limit, or is it just infinite? Just worse and worse and worse. And I'm learning some new tricks. I'm getting better, much better at editing. Gotten way better at Photoshop. Learning this video editing program pretty well. it's like I'm acquiring all these new skill sets, or maybe not so much acquiring, but my foot's in the door, and it just, when's the payoff? Where's the positive reinforcement that I need to keep going? And I'm really, if someone is listening, I'm not trying to, I don't want pity likes or charity likes. If you agree with this video or not, if you agree, you like it. If not, then you'll leave a nasty comment or a constructive comment. But even this job, I mean, someone's gonna say the positive reinforcement is money. Well, most wages don't go very far these days. You break your back for a paycheck that can't on its own afford a one-bedroom apartment, or you can afford that one-bedroom apartment, but then your food is shit. You're eating poison, right? You sacrifice your health for shelter. This state for a lot of people. It's either they eat good food, or they have. It's such a circus now. Everything is such a circus. There's clowns running around. I include myself in one of those clowns, but I'm, looking into the audience, hoping someone could, I don't know. I tried to get into religion, and it only seemed to create more pain, more anxiety, more suffering. So we'd be like, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's the truth, the way, and the life. Well, most of the Christians I met have either been dicks or cowards, or a combination of the two. I mean, Muslims, I don't agree with their faith in its entirety. At least they stand strong and firm on their beliefs. Yep. So, what do I do now? What change of direction do I need? I know I said in my birthday, in my new year, I'm going to stop drinking, but I'll see how long that lasts. Because the environments I'm in encourage me to drink, or the people in my life, encourage me to drink. That's why I've been cutting out as many people as possible, because I'm trying to find, alright, who's letting me slip? They say iron sharpens iron, but I think I'm being chiseled away. Not being sharpened, I'm being chiseled and hammered in the wrong spots until I'm not useful anymore. At least if I'm alone and I fail, then I know where the problem lies. But if there's people in my life that are supposed to be my family, my friends, and I still fail, well then that's just going to create a whole lot of confusion. think after this replay, I will close it up because of just some late night thoughts. Oh, excuse me. I want to get back into shape, but then again, this warehouse job might take it out of me, and I won't even want to work out. Still have this new supplement to test. Maybe it'll give me some of my youth back to do the things I need to do to get done. That's another thing too. Why train? Who am I training for? Who am I staying strong for? Am I staying strong enough just to be able to lift a box? Or am I... The dating market is atrocious. Who am I looking good for? Just someone who's just in the worst possible position to be in. That's why I feel like a rat in a cage. And the world's sucking me dry. Sucking me dry of all my energy, of all my loosh, of all my emotion. You know, how hard I fight it, how hard I try to stay focused. And I didn't drink anything. See, I'm like Bender in Futurama. If I don't drink, I slur my words. I need to keep drinking, but I don't want to keep drinking. I'm always on some kind of leash, some kind of chain. I haven't felt free. You know that feeling of freedom, just like life's good and everything's gonna be okay. That kind of freedom, the freedom to enjoy the moment. I haven't felt that in years, and I do mean years. That feeling that there's no bad in the world. As long as you do good, there won't be any bad. Well, it just feels like if I let my guard down for a second, bad stuff happens. And I feel in my guts, it screams at me to not let my guard down. Really hoping I'd be in some stronger position in my life at this point. And I guess I'm just following in the footsteps of many in the ancestral line of many failed humans. With no prospect of wealth, glory, legacy, and no prospect of salvation. At least I won this game. Yeah. Well, that about wraps it up. I guess tune in next time. For what? I don't know. Mostly me just venting. And mediocre StarCraft play. Alright. Cheers.